Good afternoon, fellow Astroneers. It is I, Grumpy Goblin, back for more Astroneer shenanigans. What are we up to? What are we up to? Let's look at my tasks. Oh yeah, I added one since last night. I'm going to make an AND gate today. I feel comfortable enough with the power switches and the sensors to hopefully get one installed on Silva. But before I do that, I want to overclock the extractor. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I don't see the need right now. I'm going to get back to it later, but I want to go set up hematite mining on Glacio, which means I need to go back to Silva in order to make the extractor and the rail station and all that stuff. No, Glacio has trains. I don't need to do that there. I'll be able to build that there. Glacio has trains. The reason I know Glacio has trains is because that's the first planet that you're introduced to trains in the missions. So that's the first planet that you get a train on. Because that's where you learn about them. Alright, what I'm going to do though is... Let's see. Where am I? Let's go there. We go. There I am. Alright, I want to go to Silva, and I want to get everything ready to go to Glacio to do some iron mining. Iron mining. Down in the mines. So let's... I don't think I need to really bring anything from here. My backpack's full. I still need to come back here and automate the mining. Actually, no, I'm not done here. Let me go back to my tasks. I'm not done here. Because I need to automate the thing here. Automate rail car on Nova. Boop. All right, let's do that. Let's go, which I need zinc for, which does not exist. Oh, I can always trade for it. Zinc is wolframite. No, wolframite becomes tungsten. I'm totally blanking out here. Zinc is from sphalerite. I can trade for sphalerite, right? Oh, it's pretty cheap. I can get one to two on that. I only need 3 of them, so I need 2 scrap in order to get 4. What's something really cheap I can scrap? Let's do. I don't think I'll get that much from a soil container. Let's see what I do get. I don't think you get hardly any from a soil container. Yeah, not even. Yeah, not even like 20%. Hoverboard. The winch. Nope, it's considered a medium item, so it won't do here. I do not want to do that cutie. Ugh, I don't have anything to really shred here for a good amount of scrap. don't think these give you very much. But I don't need any more on this planet for now. So let's shred that. Well, I got one. Maybe. Alright, I got one between it and the small canister. So that's enough for 2 zinc. Which is all I need for the car. Actually, that's fine. Because it just takes 2. It takes a storage sensor and a repeater. So let's call the car here. Ooh, that's a long trip. Holy moly. That is a long trip. My rocket will get back here before that does. So that'll give me 2 zinc, and then I'll be able to automate the rail car here whenever it gets here. Let's make some room on my... I will as soon as actually, I don't need to make room for my backpack because I'm going to apply them directly onto the car when it gets here. These come from the small printer, and I'm going to need a storage sensor. Oh, I need a quartz too. Hey, good thing there's one laying right there. Yay. I don't want it smelted though. So once that gets done, I'm gonna take this off so it doesn't accidentally get smelted. Which it shouldn't if I'm... Turn on my oxygenator. Alright, so 1 storage sensor. And then I also need a button repeater. Which is that right there. Is that the one I want? Or is it it's the proximity repeater. Yes, it's proximity, not a button. A button repeater takes a button press from a button and repeats it on multiple things that you attach it to. That's the button repeater. I kind of would like to... Let's see here. 2 titanium. I know this has... Okay, I want it to stop because I don't want it to unload. Ooh, that looks nice. See, and it was full, so it was ready to come. It was ready to come here anyway. So let's add the buttons to it. I don't remember which side. I don't want the proximity button to accidentally turn off the thing. So let's maybe try placing this on the side. We'll place that there. And then we'll place the button or the proximity repeater on top of it. The storage sensor needs to be both arrows in and out, and that should do it. This has to be set on stop disabled and unload stopped cars. So theoretically, I've still got the task list up there. So theoretically, when this comes in, it doesn't have enough things to unload into though. So I need to put my storage canister there. There we go. The sensor will sense when it's finally empty, which will take a little bit longer because it's not an instant rail transfer from silo to silo, but it'll be more convenient when I come to pick it up in this canister. And I'm not going to be here most of the time, so I don't care how long it takes, really. So once I start this... Oh, apparently I hit the end of the storm sound loop. It just cuts off and starts over. It's kind of weird. All right, this should empty. You nerd. This should empty, and then once it's done emptying, leave. Oh, I've removed this from the whole equation if I'm having it empty directly into the large container. Large canister. Alright, so that should empty completely, and then go off to fetch another load. And there it goes. Perfect. That's it for here then. Not going to use you. Let's move you over here so that you're visible when I come back, and I can either do something with you or leave you. Let's take this hydrazine. Is that the only one it's got? Yeah, we'll leave it with it. It can stay there. Alright, let's go back to Silva and make the stuff we need to go to Glacio. I might already have an auto extractor on Glacio. I don't remember. So I'm going to go to Silva, which is right here. Oh, I clicked on Visania. Well, nothing like wasting fuel. Good thing we're at that stage in the game that it doesn't really matter. Sylvia's over here. I saw the S and the V with Visania, and my brain just went, aha, that's it. That's the one you want to click on. That's the ticket. Yeah. And I was wrong. My brain was wrong, as it so often is. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to slow this down. I am doing something over here on my other screen, and I think I whisked right by the landing zone. There we go. That looks better. There's the landing zone. Go back. All right. Off we go. We're going to make another auto extractor. Which is right there. Exochip, steel, tungsten carbide, and rubber. Let's make some room in my backpack. Princess, we'll put you down for now. Oh, I wanted to plant this Noxus. This is Princess's preferred food. So I wanted to kind of have a source of it for her. So let's plant it. Let's plant it over here. I don't know if this is one of those plants that continues to be hostile to us after we plant it. So I'm going to plant it in a safe area over here, and I'll come over and test it like once it's grown later on. Some of the plants stay hostile. I can't remember if that's one of them. We'll just play it safe. Since I've got hydrazine and stuff over here, I don't want it blowing up my base. That would be bad. Alright, I don't want this winch. I'm not a winch, I'm your wife. That is holding tungsten. Oh, our carbon is full. I had an idea for this too. Alright, let's turn this off. Ooh, yes, that's what I wanted to do. That's totally full. Cool. Take these off so they don't... Okay. This has just 5 tungsten in it. Do I have a carbon? Oh, carbon I'm considering to be smelted, so it should be down here. Aluminum alloy, tungsten carbide. It needs to get its own... Oh, there's the rubber that I need. I'm going to grab that one. Whoops. There's the rubber I need for the auto extractor, which I'm going to pull up on here so I can carry it around with me. Exo chip and steel and a rubber. Let's grab the rubber. Let's grab an exo chip from my incredible supply of exo chips. All of that over there. And all right, now let's get a canister for carbon. So alphabetically, this here is the end of the regular ones. I need to paint that ground green, but I'm not going to do that right now. We got aluminum alloy. Tungsten carbide would obviously be later on. I'm going to pull up the list. Composite resources. Aluminum alloy, diamond, explosive powder. So aluminum alloy, diamond. I don't know if I'm ever going to do 400 diamond. That's ones that I'm thinking of just having a medium canister. That's why in my task list I have a question mark on it, on the graphene and the diamond, because you don't really use a ton of them. You do, but not a ton. So I don't know if I'm ever going to do 400 of those. So it'll go aluminum alloy, diamond. You don't use a bunch of explosive powder, so I'm not going to make a bunch of it. Then graphene, then hydrazine. Hydrazine is not going to be a lot, or I mean it is going to be a lot, but it's a liquid, so it's stored outside of these. The next one would be plastic. All right, so aluminum alloy. We skip diamond, explosive powder, graphene, hydrazine, nanocarbon. I had it amazing, almost alphabetical. I think that was there. So nanocarbon alloy would go there. The next one would be plastic, which is going to go over there. I wish I had a plastic to pop into it, but I do not. The next would be rubber. Hey, which is right where rubber is. Silicon goes there, so we'll put an empty one there. Steel will go there. Oh, the whole point of this was to mix carbon into this whole thing. That's right. Because it's technically just called they have raw resources or natural resources, refined resources, and then composite resources. I wonder if I should mix composite and refined. I have been. I mean, I've been planning to. Because technically, I mean, I've already have them mixed already because technically glass is refined and it's in here with all of the regulars. Yeah, I'm going to mix refined in with the naturals. So that means that changes where carbon goes. I mean, that makes carbon first. That means I have to move everything. Almost everything. That puts it before ceramic. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, there's my tungsten carbide. If I do it now, it's better to do it now. Dear Lord. So that would put carbon here. So bring me my full carbon. Here's my carbon. Whoops. Yeah, this won't take long. This is not that big of a deal. All right, so that means if I can get my camera under control here, means you come off, carbon goes there. You come off, you go there. And the spout on every single one of these changes because of the way these platforms are not, the spaces on the platforms don't, I don't know, they don't make sense. So it goes carbon, then ceramic, then compound. What? That has 7 I had 2 compound. I'm done. I accidentally had 2 compounds on here. Oh, glorious day it is. Everything's self-alphabetized because I accidentally had 2 compounds on here. Yay. Let's just get these 7 out of here and put over here in the compound. Ah, I can't believe I did that. I mean, I do believe I did that, but yeah, I'm glad that that it happened right now because that was the perfect timing for something like that to happen. So that means I need to get these carbon. Oh, these are like extra carbon because I have no room for them. It's like a lot of extra carbon. Let's throw them in this canister for now. What's in this one? That's regular tungsten. Do I have tungsten? Do I have a container of tungsten? Please tell me I have a container of tungsten. Yeah, holding tungsten. It's got 180 tungsten in it. So I can actually take this, put it over here, put it on output, and get rid of those 5 tungsten by just letting them go into the sorting system. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Get rid of those 5 tungsten. Well, not get rid of, but have them sorted properly. So I've got a bunch, not a bunch, but I've got some extra carbon. No, they're going in automatically, perfect. So you guys can go up there. What I wanted to do is I want a full canister of organics. And just for fun. Not just for fun. Carbon pops up in a lot of recipes. So I was kind of wanting to have 400 carbon. But I wanted to do it in a special way. I want just organic. I don't want to make it into carbon yet. You'll see what I'm doing. It'll make sense. I want this to just fill up with organics. Yeah, I want that to fill up with organic, 400 organic. And I want to show off, when that gets totally full, I want to turn it all into carbon and show off. I'm going to make another silo of these, and I'm going to try to, I'm going to time how fast I can smelt 400 resources. It's a silly goal. I'm going to try to find a stopwatch plugin that I can use in OBS, and I'm going to time it. It's a silly goal. All right, back to what I can. Oh, I still have a compound on me, which is down here at the end. Bloop. All right, I still need a steel and a tungsten carbide. I know I have tungsten carbide because we just made 400 of it, which would be right down here in the T's. Right there it is. So I'm already dipping into my supply of 400 tungsten carbide, but I need a steel, and a steel is something and carbon, I believe. I don't remember. Iron, carbon, and argon, which I have setting over here because I use it frequently. So I need what did I say? Iron and a carbon. Oh, let me just grab one of these real quick and make a carbon. And I need to grab an iron while that's smelting, which is right here, I believe. Yes. Grab me iron, turn off output, put it back, remove these, and make my steel. There's my steel. And let's make the auto extractor to take to Glacio. I need to take an empty canister with me. That has graphite in it. I know I have a bunch of empty ones, but I want to leave those there. So I need to make another large canister. And the large canisters are glass, titanium, and nanocarbon alloy. So I need to grab a nanocarbon alloy and a glass. Glass is down here, right there. Uno glass, please. And a nanocarbon alloy, which is down here. Collecting in this one. Nope. This one right here, I believe. Yes. Okay. I didn't grab the titanium, which is right here at the end. Alright, now let's print the large resource container. And while the extractor and that print, I'm going to go do a couple launches since there's nothing else to do. Turn you off. Launch you. Turn you on. Launch you. Launch you. I might do the AND gate later tonight because I'm going to set up Glacio. I don't know. We'll see how it's going. What do we get? Bunch of generic stuff. Bunch of generic stuff. And some nanocarbon alloy, and yay, more exo chips. Alright. The auto extractor and the large resource container is complete. Take that for mining purposes. I should probably take a couple of those. Actually, for my properly automated train, I like using one of those, so I'll have that. So I need to take 4 medium storages with me. That's 8 resin, which I think I'm out of. I've got 5 left. Let's centrifuge some. So I need 8. This canister here will make 4. I need to fill. Oh, there was some soil already in it. That's enough to make 5. A little bit more soil. You need 2 canisters. 1 canister of soil. 1 small canister of soil makes 4 resin. So you need 2 full canisters in order to make 8. Voila. I'm going to be printing those from here, so this is an okay place to have them. In fact, let's go ahead and set it up to do it. We're going to make medium storage from resin as soon as it gets going. And I don't care if I have, that's going to, yeah, it's going to make the number that I need, 4 of them. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Here they come. Yay. Glacio's pretty much safe. I have a glass on me. Why do I have a glass on me? Was that accidentally handed to me, or did I pick it up for a reason? I don't remember. Let's go check on the farm. That's a good number. Place you in there, though. There's a good number of squash still readily available. Bum, bum, bum. All right, cool. Let's do these pink ones. Yeah, this new setup here at the end of the sorting system for auto shredding is working slightly better because this is no longer approaching at an angle. And so it can reach all 4 of these silos and all of the slots on it from one location. Like if it was able to grab all of those data circuits, that color of data circuit. So it found them all. There's a bunch of orange ones over here on the far side. So let's add this orange one. Let's put the orange one in. And see, it can reach those. With the other way that I had it set up, it was like reaching into the storage, the overflow storage at like an angle, and it was missing a bunch of stuff, and it was kind of annoying. Let's take this leak back. It doesn't need to be here. How am I doing on scrap? I've got 400 there, 486 there, and none there. I can't imagine. I know there's people out there that have way more scrap than that, but I don't know what I would. I know what I'd use it for, but I don't think I would ever need it in the quantities that even I have right now. I don't. How am I ever going to use, 2,000 scrap? That seems astronomical to me. Oh, horrible joke. Alright, this is filling up nice. 194, almost half full. I'm going to wait for these to come down. Let's go ahead and load up the medium storages that we printed. Anything else I need to take to Glacio? Glacio's got a pretty complete base. I don't know if I need to take anything. Titanium and iron arrive in. More titanium, iron arrive. Oh, it was all 3 duplicates. 3 of the same things. That's fine. I still don't know why I have this glass on me. Let's go. I brought this leak with me to toss it into the system here, just so it gets used eventually. Oh my, a lot of these landed outside of the circle. Alright, cool. Cool. That's done emptying. Let's go ahead and put it on reload. And let's head to Glacio. Oh, let's take my second cutie. I shredded one. I shredded one on Nova because I needed some scrap. Desperately needed some some zinc or something while I was there, and I was like, well, I've got an extra QD RTG, and I learned that a QD RTG gives you exactly 4 scrap, which is good to know when you need just a little bit of scrap, because I have a lot of them. Glacio is mostly safe, but I can always summon Princess if I need her. So let's head to Glacio. Bum bum ba da dum bum ba da 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 da. Where are you, Glacio? Where are you? There you are. Blue beacon for base, because B stands for B and B stands for base. Bring the base. All right. I might already have a hematite mining thing going on this planet. I just don't remember. It's everywhere. So I could just, even if I have one, I could just set one up right over here. The question is, how good are these on the surface? Can I get 400 out of them? Maybe. I love the way this planet sounds. It's creepy, like it creeps. It creaks, I mean, not creeps. Like, makes creaky sounds. Love it. What do we have here? Large storage. Oh, cool. I have extras of those. That's nice. What do we have here? We've got 4 copper and 1 iron. Ooh. Rail cars galore. Let's summon. So sorry. Let's summon Cole and get him in here. And oh, I gotta unpack him. Can't put him on the track unless I unpack him. Let's just go see what I have here, because I don't remember what all I've placed. I might have a mining thing going. Like I said, it's everywhere here. It's going to be so easy to get the 400 iron. Silly me, I should have loaded up the stuff on the train. Oh, like I've even got like offshoots. This is where is this one going? Oh, I used that to pick up stuff there. So that was just, oh, there's an auto extractor on iron right there. All right, so let's go back to the base and get the large canister, and let's see what's actually, let's full, look at how full that bar is. That's like still full. And there's nothing here. So I could bring, is this something I started to set up and never came back to? That's what it looks like. Silly me. Let's go get, don't need the auto extractor. Let's go get the large canister and maybe an auto arm. Oh. That must have been thunder. I thought I heard the pound of a auto extractor, but it was not. It was some other low rumbly sound. So, as my brain often does, I totally forgot that I already set up an auto extractor on iron here. hematite. So let's grab the large canister that I brought with me. And we're going to set up... Oh, I didn't... Look at my task list. Don't forget the overclock buttons. I forgot the overclock buttons. Do I have a shredder? Oh yeah, this is where I built my first large shredder. So I can shred some stuff here and order some zinc. Let's actually... What can I shred? What can I shred? We'll do that in a minute. Let's get everything. Silly me. There's my large resource canister. I don't need to take the extractor. But that can stay here. Let's take the large resource canister. All of you guys... Well, Cole can stay because I need to use him. Let's move you up here. The rest of the train can kind of come off. Maybe I can shred some rail cars. I'm going to shred one of these rail cars. Because I don't need that many here for the automation, and they're not that expensive to make. So... Oh, you can't shred rail cars? What? You can't shred rail cars. Do I have to blow them up and make them into scrap, and then I can? Shoot. Can I shred the original rail engine? No, I cannot. I'm gonna set that over there and see if I can blow it up with dynamite, because I need some zinc here. I need zinc. I need zinc. I need lots of stinking zinc. Ah, yeah. I thought I saw some dynamite laying around. Let's just take them both. Hopefully, I can get them both with one. The other thing, these here wouldn't shred either. The things I threw in this ditch over here, these were these things. The lids for those research canister things. That. I wonder if... I've never even tried this. Can you blow these up and make scrap? Let's do it in a hole. Or a little crevice in the ground here. So that anything that I get from it doesn't go flying off into orbit. Which seems to be what happens to me a lot. Alright, so it blew up the thing that I attached it to. Interesting. Is that shreddable? I hope that's shreddable. There we go. I wonder if I attach the dynamite directly to those. What else do we have down here? Another big piece. And a small piece. What if I attach the dynamite directly to it? Will that blow it up? Not in a slot. Yeah. No, it does not. So, rail cars, I'm assuming the rail engines seem to be indestructible. Which is weird, because that means you can never get rid of them. It won't let me shred it, and it won't blow up and turn into debris. Ooh, that was quick. But I need some zinc. Let's get some zinc. Zinc is sphalerite, and I'm gonna get 8 of them. I don't know if I need that much. I don't. I'll get a couple of these off. Let's just get 4. Actually, I need 5, so I should have done that. I should have done it all. Or at least one more. When it comes back, I'll do one more. Because I need 3 zinc. No, those... Are those copper? For, yeah, and copper, zinc and copper. The storage sensor is zinc. Storage sensor is zinc and quartz, so it is zinc. And the buttons, those are zinc. Yeah, so I do need. I should have just taken it all. Flip over. Give me 4 more. I'll find a use for them. Definitely. I don't have any portable smelters here, so we gotta go do this the old-fashioned way. One at a time. How silly is that? Can you imagine having to smelt one nugget at a time? Absurdity. Do I have a small printer here, or did I shred it at some point because I was desperate for supplies? I honestly don't remember if I have a small printer here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, oh, it's right there, right in front of my nose. I need a. I need one of those. I need a quartz. Do I have a centrifuge? I have a centrifuge. Let's make some quartz. Look what was already set up. Looks like someone needed quartz here in the past. Wonder who that was. I bet it was me. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the small printer over to here. And let's make, as soon as that one of those quartz comes out, I'll make my storage sensor. I just need one of those for the car. And then a proximity. I need a proximity repeater and 2 delay repeaters. Yep. That's it. Overclocker, overclocker, overclocker. Oh, I also need, yeah, those, yeah, I got a delay repeater, proximity repeater. I need a button repeater as well. Helps if you go to the right area. There we go. One button repeater. Let's just, there we go. Backpack is full, as I knew it was. Nope. Take the whole thing. We'll set the car up there rather than here. Ah, no. No. Bad sensor. Alright. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't need this car. And I don't need this car. And I've got, I need these up here. Plus this storage silo. Actually, what I'm creating right here is not going to bring stuff back automatically. Because the iron is so plentiful here, I think I might be able to get maybe 400 out of the whole thing. So I think I just created all of these buttons and stuff. Not all of them. The button repeater and the storage sensor I might have created for no reason. Yeah, let's just... Come on, brain, work with me here. Because I don't plan on carting the stuff back and forth. Well, Dustin, once you get the... and later on in this episode, you're going to see me use the portable smelting furnaces. I can have... I have a silo. I have 2 silos. One completely full of portable smelting furnaces and one that's about, I don't know, maybe half full. But once you have those, you can smelt 24 things at once. I'm almost done here on Glacio, but I'm going to be heading back to my base when I get this auto extractor going. But I'll show you. I was planning on doing it in action, like showing my... I call it the Uber smelter. Uber smelt. And it can do 24 things at once. And because of the way things feed onto it from canisters and stuff, it rarely ever is able to do 24 at once because it finishes them up too quickly. I went through 400. I can't remember what I was smelting. It was something into something, but I went through 400 in under 5 minutes. It was so effective. It was just incredible. All right, so let's bring down... Oh, what I didn't bring was the flippin' auto arm. I absolutely need an auto arm down here. Because that's only 32. All right, stop this for now. I am going to have to go make an auto arm. Is that off? Yes, that's off. Yeah, there is a way to smelt much quicker than just the standard smelter. I need an auto arm, which is graphite and aluminum. And I need a platform to put it on. Uber schmelt, yeah. Alright, let's make... I don't think I have aluminum here. What was in these canisters over here? Iron and copper. Yeah, so I'm going to have to send away for some scrap for some laterite. And I spent it all on zinc. What am I going to... I can toss you back in the ditch. Oh, that blew up. I'm out of dynamite now, though. You know what? I don't need research chambers here anymore. So let's shred this research chamber. There we go. Set this up for laterite. There we go. Good, that's 1 to 1. I just need 1. So as soon as it appears, I'm going to send off for it. And it was not able to make another one, so I will smelt another. Alright, there's my laterite. Did I get enough? Oh, that other one was not enough, so no more research chambers on Glacio. And I need graphite. Oh, which I could do from... Yeah, let's not waste scrap on graphite, because I can do that from the centrifuge down here. Is that enough to make at least one? I don't think it is. Nope. You need a whole full canister for one. One small canister equals one graphite. One graphite. Let's go grab that aluminum right there. I'm still gonna overclock the thing. The other button is on the, yeah, there it is. Alright, grab my graphite. Let's make the auto arm right here. There it is. And I need a platform. One medium platform. Oh, look, there's a ton of iron right there. I wonder if I should... Nope, I already have the auto extractor set on the other one. Look at all that. I didn't even know that was over here. Hidden behind an ice wall. Unbelievable. There's just so much on this planet. So much hematite. Give me resin. Don't think I'll need a tall one. Hope I don't, because I'm not going to make one. It's pretty flat terrain, should be okay. But yeah, as soon as I get this auto extractor laid down and functioning, I'll go back to Silva. I have 400 units of organic that I want to turn into carbon, and I'm going to show off my Uber smelter with it. It's fast, and it was impressive. The first time I did it on a whim too, because I realized that I had 400. I think it was titanium, and it wasn't titanium. I don't know, but I had 400 of something I needed to smelt, and I started running it into my regular smelter, and I'm like, oh, I've got my smelter tower. It was a boring name back then. It was I have my smelter tower. And as soon as I plopped it on the platform, it was like crazy, and I was like, oh, this is the way to smelt from now on. No going back. I need to take all of that track down since it's not really going anywhere. All right, so large resource container, canister, auto arm, and one of the buttons needed to overclock this. First things first, let's empty this 32 into the big one while I set up the buttons and the auto arm. Oh, there we go. That looks a little better. Let's set that right. Jeez. What if I moved all of this over here, where it's a little bit flatter? Yeah, this might work better. Give me that platform. There we go. This looks better. This looks like it'll do a little better. Alright, so we're done with the medium. Let's set the buttons down for overclocking. It's a 5 and a 3. And I believe you put the 5 on top of the 3, or is it the 3 on top of the 5? You put the lower, yeah, it goes, I need to think of it like a pyramid. You put the 3 on top of the 5. That's why I'm going to start thinking about that. All right, so this delay repeater needs to be set at 5. Oops. Did that change to 4? No, 5. This one needs to be set at 3. You put the 3 on top of the 5. And then the button repeater, you put let's move it over here. It doesn't really matter where it is because it's all connected by the things. But let's see if this reaches, if this actually works over here. Holy moly. There we go. Green. Oh, well, that was a good test. There was one laying on the ground there that it picked up. But did it get it from up here, though? Yes, it can get it from up there. Can it get it from... It got it from the near one. Let's turn it off. Let's flip this around 1 in each slot just to make sure that it can reach both slots. And now turn it back on. Okay. It reached that one okay. And it reached that one okay. So this is all set up fine and dandy. A little bit of overkill having a full-fledged RTG here, but okay. Alright, so the button goes to the bottom one. This is where it gets crazy because it doesn't always want to stay. Oh, there we go. Button goes to the bottom. Top goes to the ground. Whoops. Whoops. To the ground. Then the bottom. And then you branch off of the ground and go to the extractor. Hit the button to turn it all on. And now we have a overclocked yet still unpowered. Oh, you know what? This thing doesn't have enough power. I was saying that was overkill for just the auto arm, but this thing does not have enough power to operate fully. These only produce 1 each. The arm uses 1 when it's in action. I really should put another RTG over here. Or I'm pretty sure I brought some power extenders with me. Let's just run some power extenders and it can draw from the base power. Almost done. Almost done. I thought I brought power extenders and that I threw them on the silo of storage that I brought with me, but I guess I didn't. Power extenders are copper, correct? Are those printed in the small printer? I thought they were printed on the backpack. Power extenders, 1 copper from the backpack. Yeah, so I need a malachite. Oh, there's a copper over here in one of these canisters. Yay! Finally. There is a lot of iron in that deposit. That might fill that whole canister up. I'm hoping it does. Hello. There we go. And then let's turn it on that mode. And now we have full power down here. Excellent. Let's take this back. No. Hey, Quadrat. How's it going? Yeah, there's a lot of iron here. I'm still working on my collecting 400 of every resource. And I figured Glacio was the best place for iron, because it's almost full green bar. I think I'll get the whole 400 I need from just that one. Oh, I wish I had the spoons to iron my own shirts. I haven't owned like an ironing surface, because I used to have an ironing board and everything when I lived in Ohio, which is where I moved from to New York City. Like, I had a house. This is my Glacio. I haven't been here in a long time. I had a house in Ohio, and I had room for like ironing boards and stuff like that. I don't here in New York, so I don't iron at all anymore. All right, I'm heading back to Silva, where I'm going to smelt 400 organic into carbon in a couple of minutes, because I want to show off my Uber smelter. Ooh, I'm out of fuel. Oh no. Oh no. I'm out of fuel. Oversight. A silo with 24 smelters, yes. And I have a second silo that has about 12 to 14 in it. So I'm going to get them both full. And, but I'm just going to use the 24 this time. Yeah, Smelter Tower doesn't sound as impressive as Uberschmelter. Uberschmelt. But I need to get home, so I need to either make some hydrazine or trade for some. What do I have? I don't have any astronium here. I've screwed up. I might just have to make a single-use rocket. I did not check my my fuel supplies before I came here. I can't believe I did that. He says, as he totally believes he did that. Let's see. All right, first of all, let's see what I need if I can even make this stuff here. A solid fuel thruster is 1 aluminum, 1 ammonium. That's easy. 1 aluminum and 1 ammonium. It had just transferred, and so I can't take it off because it's like in use. It like look how little of it is used. It had just switched over, and I don't have any extra because I had an extra on the side over here, and it just got pulled in as I was landing. Well, yeah, once it starts being pulled in, you can't take it off. But I can get aluminum, and I can use soil to make ammonium. I think I have a scrap over here. I just need 1 laterite, which is 1 to 1. Excellent. I don't even have to do any more. And then ammonium, I believe, is 1 ammonium is 2 full canisters of soil. Yes. 2 full canisters. I have 1 canister on me, but I'm going to make a second with this resin right here, so I don't have to come back and empty it. So let's fill up these 2 canisters, and I will have everything to make a 4-use, a solid rocket jump jet, whatever they're called. There we go. That's all the soil I need. Let's go grab the laterite. It should have landed by now. Yes, there it is. Let's smelt it and make the ammonium. Alright, let's pull you off, put you in storage. I don't believe I did this. I have never, in this game, which has, I don't know how many hours, lost track of how many hours. In this game, I have not stranded myself without fuel until just now. It's because I'm so excited to get back to my base and use my Uber smelter. Alright, give me the iron. Where did it go? Go over to the side here. Yes. Aluminum, ammonium. What in the world? Did I have... Oh, it's from the small printer. That's why. I was like, where is it? I didn't need to swap them. Silly me. There it is. What? What? Okay. Uber exhilarated to Uber smelt. Alright, I'll probably never make this mistake again. I'm not going to automate the trains here, so let's take these back home. I could use those on another train. There, now we can go home. I should be, yep. I should be. I think I'll attach it to a rover and launch it into the sky with the remaining launches on it at some point. Alright, let's get back to Silva. Silva. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're way off in the distance. Yep. I'm just glad that I don't like panic. When I first played this game, I got going on 1,000 hours in this. I used to panic all the time. It's like, oh no, I'm trapped or whatever. I love following the Astroneer Reddit and people like post, I'm trapped on such and such a planet, and I was like, and people always are super helpful. Like, nope. Every planet has everything you need to make a small shuttle and a solid rocket booster to get out. Some planets, it's hard to do. Others, like Glacio, it's not hard. So let's take you off. Yeah, which I've done before. I think we've all done that. Let's put you back on. And then come on, go there. There we go. While we're thinking about it, let's take these buttons off. And the storage sensor off. And the power extender's off, and move you back up there. And let's get you fueled up for next time. Ooh, I see my full canister. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's take 1, 2, 3. Oh, that last one wasn't full because I pulled it from a canister that wasn't full. That's fine. This is better than nothing. 18 launches. Excellent. All right, let's... Ooh, I'm so excited. Turn off organic. So this should be full of... Yes, it is. That is totally full of organic. This currently has 27 carbon in it, which means it's going to fill up. It's not going to be able to smelt all of them. Shoot. Let's grab one of my empties. You're an empty. See, the carbon is down here. And it is... See, I already have a full carbon. So it's technically going to go over. I need to... Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do at some point. I wanted to have a section to put full canisters. Like once I fill them up, move them off to the side in a nice little display kind of area. And then I try not to touch them unless I absolutely need them until Megatech drops. All right, so let's grab one of my empty large canister. Oh, let's put that carbon that has some in it over in its place. Which is right. Oh, what did that say it had in it? Oh, carbon. Yeah. All right. So that is now the carbon that comes in on the sorting. But this is a special project. This is just Container Village. That's a good name. Kind of like Olympic Village, but Container Village. All right. Whoops. Get off that hoverboard. All right. So. Ooh. I need a button repeater so I can turn. Oh, that's the less than full one. The full one is over here. Here's the full one. And there's an empty container. I didn't have to move that other one. This was all set up over here for this. Derpy derp. All right, let's bring the oxygen organic over. I still want a button repeater. Yeah, here's my button repeater. Button repeater goes to this. And then turn them all off. All right, so they should all be off now. Yes, they are. This is so cool. I'm going to move the button repeater behind it. And then turning that on should turn them all on at the same time and all off at the same time. Excellent. So I want them all to fill up. I want them all to fill up. And then when they're all filled up, Oh, I was gonna install a stopwatch plug-in, but I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna use a stopwatch on my phone. Clock. Bum 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 bum. All right, I don't like that one. Hello, come on. Clock. Stopwatch. Start. There we go. All right. Okay, the button is inconvenient now. I should have moved it in the front. There we go. Let's move it off to the side. Let's just kind of change where it's connected to it. Let's move it over to the side over here. Out of the way. Inconspicuous. All right. This should be fun. Should I time how long it takes to do a full... That's what I kind of want to do. Let's take this off. I want to time how long it takes to do a full column of 27 organic. And I'll stop the timer when it pulls the last one in. Is this ready to... Oh, it's on output, so this wouldn't have worked. Enable output. Oh, now it's going to suck them all in. Oh, gosh. Why does everything have to be difficult? Why isn't it... I've missed... Oh, it actually unloaded... That would have... I'm glad I discovered this by mistake. That would have thrown everything off. Let's put a single carbon in that to make sure that it is pulling in carbon. Some of my games... the way that those things behave are weird. Most of the time they will start sucking in whatever, like if they're empty, they'll suck in whatever, like, all right, I need to disable output. Now that should bring in carbon when it's finished. Glad I spotted that. Hey, Adrian, you're just about to see me fully test my Uber smelter. I used it, but I didn't time it. I've got a stopwatch ready. I'm going to see how long my Uber smelter takes to smelt 24 organic into carbon. And then I'm going to let it go after the remaining... these all got outputted by accident. Let's put those all back in there. So this should be 377, yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. I think I'm ready to try this insane experiment. So I got my finger hovering on my stopwatch app right here, and as soon as I do the use, I'm going to hit start, and as soon as they go, we will see how crazy this gets. Smeltery speed and container pickup speed. There will probably be a spreadsheet created at some point. I will be totally honest with you. I now want to test all possible smelting scenarios. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's loud. All right, and I will stop it. That's loud for me. I don't know if that's loud for you. I'll stop it when the last one gets sucked in to the canister. They're all going to finish at the same time. This just dawned on me. So the slowdown will be... I'm going to stop it when the first one gets sucked in, because that's when they technically finish smelting. Actually, I'll lap it so I can do both. All right, here we go. Lap. All right, so it did them. It took 36 seconds, 36.47 seconds to smelt them all, and now it's sucking them in, which will be the second lap. And it is done. Oh, no, it's not done. Oh, it missed the last two. Damn it. There was two hidden behind. How did that happen? I didn't see them on the thing. I'm going to say 59 seconds. Probably exactly a minute. Or around a minute. I'm going to have to retest that. All right, turn these off. And then let's fill the extra slots so these don't get filled like last time. Oh, I could put this whole thing here to block two of them. Boom, 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 and oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to unload the organic. Alright, so we'll fill up 24 more. But now they won't fill up these spots or the two spots behind the smelter, which I caught last time before this all happened. So let me take a screenshot of these results, which kind of got messed up because I jumped the gun and didn't wait for the last two nuggets of carbon to get sucked in because I didn't see them because they were behind. All right, so now we're totally full. Turn. Oh, it filled. Oh, gosh. Yes, I see what it did. All right, let's just take it off for a second. Let's take you off. Put a full, so many variables. Put a full one on. All right, so now if this is on output, that should be it. Everything else is not an organic. So let's take it off. I feel like I need to fill those too. I don't think that really matters because they're just smelted carbon that ends up there. It's just 4, and I have 4 of these sitting right here. So let's do that. Let's fill them up. Leave no unknown variables. There we go. So this is just a tower of 24 24 solo smelters combined on a silo tower, which I call the Uber smelter. A silo, not a silo, a large canister sucking in carbon. And then these are all here to fill up slots. All right, finger on start. Getting ready to start the stopwatch and the button repeater. And go. All right, here we go. Interesting. There must have been another variable before. I'm very confused. It did it in 30 seconds. Wait till the last one to get sucked in. "53 seconds. Why the almost 6-second variable? There's a 6-second change in smelting time. They're all on, correct? Yes, they're all on. They all have to be on because they're all being turned on by the same button. All right, that's cool. That was a fun experiment. Now I just need to finish making the finish making the organic. Let's put you back on. What? Nope, nope, nope. You belong on this one. There's all kinds of variables that I'm still not seeing. There might be changes in power because there are auto arms in use throughout the network. So maybe one of those auto arms kicked in and took us just enough power away to make a difference. I don't know. But it's not that big of a deal. It's just a game. Let's turn them all off, load them back up, and then I will let it finish smelting it all. Take a screenshot of these, and offline I'll start my spreadsheet. Okay. Let's look at my tasks. I'm off tasks right now. I know that for certain. All right. I did overclock. Hematite minion. I meant to say mine on Glacio. But I did that. I overclocked it. I forgot them, but I went ahead and traded for what I needed and got that going. I have not gone to Nova, or I don't remember if I did it. I don't really care because I'm not there overseeing it, so I don't need to be there. So we'll take that one off. I did automate the rail car on Nova. Yes, because I watched it come in, unload, and then leave. I'm assuming that it'll do okay when it gets to its loading location. We'll see when we go back. I have AND gate. I think the AND gate's going to take me a little while, so I might do it. I might do it more. All right, I might do it on a different, in like in a totally different session dedicated to figuring out AND gates. I need to put my empty canister back that I borrowed that I didn't use. Let's change up what chip it's looking for. Let's go for these neon green ones. Carbon got down here somehow. It can stay there for now. I'm not that interested in moving. Oh, there's another smelter. All right, let's figure out what the next refined or composite resource is I want to work on filling. I'm feeling something that may be silicon. Let's look through the recipes on the actual chemistry lab. What are the gases that I can get here? I don't have an atmospheric condenser here. Give me more. Whoa. Hey, Chris. Thanks for the follow. The monitor that shows me my notifications and alerts is a little too far away, and so that's why I was squinting, and I don't know if I got your name right. It disappeared before I could read it completely, so I think it was Chris. Thanks for the follow. Let's send a load of these off just for fun. And then I will build an atmospheric condenser for this base. I'm pretty sure I moved it. Like, I didn't move it from the old base, and I'm not going to go hunt it down. So I'm just going to build a new one. Atmospheric condenser. Right now I am working on... You just missed the demonstration. Well, it's still going over here. You just missed the timed demonstration of my Uber smelter, which is a tower of the portable smelting furnaces. Because I had 400 organics and I needed 400 carbon. You just missed that. I had a stopwatch going and everything to see how fast it could do the whole thing. I'm not timing the whole 400, but 24 took 29 seconds. It was pretty cool. Right now, my goal in the game is to fill every canister with every resource with at least get at least 400 of every resource, so that I'm ready when Megatech, the new DLC, comes out. And I was just working on deciding which one to work on next. But I don't have an atmospheric condenser here at this base because I moved here recently, and I need to make one. So I need to make a plastic. I need to get glass and iron. I know I've got glass and iron. There's a glass laying on the ground. I don't know why. Iron is going to be right there. Plastic might be the next thing to make. Don't think it takes a gas. Yeah, it's just carbon and... Oh, this is perfect. Plastic. Yeah, plastic will use the carbon that I just am smelting right now. So I just need to get 400 compound, which is soil, basically, but a lot of soil. Or set up an extractor on one of the many... compound sources that are around here. What did I walk over here for? Oh, I walked over here to get the compound. Yes, because that's what I'm going to do. We're going to make plastic next. Because I need one to make the atmospheric condenser. So we'll put you there, carbon. And I will go get my composite container, which doesn't have a lot in it. Or not composite, compound. It's only got 10 in it. So we'll set that there. Let's go ahead and put this on repeat and go. Put these both on output. Here comes our first plastic. And I'll put my atmospheric condenser over there. I need to make it. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take these raw resources on me and set it down. Yes, I know you're not sorting. So plastic will go alphabetically. This is my aluminum. I had this figured out. I wish this game had labels. That would be awesome. So plastic comes after nanocarbon alloy. So plastic will be right before rubber. So rubber goes there. This looks like this will be plastic. Label? I hope so. They were teasing signs, like one of the developer either blogs or in the video, they showed a sign with like an arrow on it. I hope it's more complex than that. Like I know it's an international game and letting people type whatever they want would be in different languages and stuff, like especially for like multiplayer and stuff, but who cares? Use auto translate or something. I really want signs or labels at least. But if not, it's still a fun game. So this will be the plastic container because alphabetically it's going to go plastic, then rubber, and that will be silicon. So yeah, let's drop a plastic in that. Let's drop this plastic in that. And I don't think there's any other empty ones before it gets to there, because those all have something in them, so they won't get sucked into those. It won't get sucked into the aluminum alloy, the nanocarbon. I have 2 nanocarbon alloys? Well, that would explain... Okay, I only have 1 in that. Okay, so that does belong back here. Let's take this nanocarbon out. How did that happen? Alright, so alphabetically it goes nanocarbon alloy, then plastic. So plastic is back here, where I had it originally, or where I thought it was going to be. I had 2 with nanocarbon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Maybe like if the signs, I don't know. But they were teasing them. I'm hoping it's a robust solution and not just like a selection. Like we have the beacons now. I want to see the words. I'm really bad with symbols, and so I can't remember what the symbols are. So it'd be nice if I could like attach a label to something that says, and I know I can hover over it and read holding nanocarbon alloy, but I would love like a little sign on it that says nanocarbon alloy, because I'm neurodivergent and I like order and labels. All right, so that will hold plastic, and that will be this where I am so clumsy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Where'd that get put just now? Rubber. Come to me. Come to me, plastic. No, you can't name the beacons. I mean, I'm hoping that I didn't finish my thought. I'm hoping that the signs that they were teasing are not like the beacons, in that you can just cycle through a certain number of things. Like my fear or concern is that the signs you'll be able to cycle through like left, right, forward, back, do not enter, like a circle with a cross or something like that. There'll just be like a set number of icons. Yeah. I can use some small platforms, high platforms, everyone use for light. For like labels. Let's start my plastic going. I need to get my plastic started. All right, this is going to be nanocarbon, and then plastic is going to go in there. All right, so now I can start the plastic coming through the sorter. Hi, yellow line. What do you mean by that? I can use the small high platforms like I have right here. These tall platforms. I can use those for like labeling things. So sorry. Hydrogen and nitrogen. All right, we're good with that right now. I don't need that, but I do need one of those here. Let's send off a launch. Oh, they weren't set to load. All right, there might be enough points for these. Oh, there's enough for two. Yay. How bad would losing the glasses be, and do I need to redeem it at some point? I just set up those rewards. Losing the glasses would be bad. I would just move a lot closer, and I wouldn't be able to see anything on my monitor over here. Thankfully, I have an overlay chat program. You said you don't distinguish resources by symbol. Oh, you mean like actually put one of the resources above? Like on a tower? That'd be pretty cool. That might work. Yeah, the glasses would be a major loss. I got pretty bad eyesight. It'd be funny. Especially if I'm mixing some. You do have to redeem them at some point. I'm still learning how all that Twitch rewards work to like spend the bits on. I don't know. And I just turned on a bunch of... They like suggested some of those, and that was like, yeah, the glasses would be bad. Twitch, I mean. Twitch should put that as a suggestion. Not exactly one, but yeah. Yeah, I have a bad... I do have a bad memory. But like, I have no idea what that is. There's so many, and they keep adding more, they keep adding more symbols, or there's just so many symbols to keep in line. The reason that I remember iron is because iron's symbol is shaped like an eye. And I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I wish they had done something like that for all of them. Where's my iron? My iron's right here. That kind of looks like an eye. So I remember that because it looks like an eye. Like I know it would have been hard for all of them, but like lithium, couldn't it have been a symbol with something kind of shaped like an L? I know they wanted them to all have a circular, uniform look, but maybe like and then we're getting into the whole thing that I was talking about earlier with international alphabets and stuff like that. Not everything's going to be a literal translation. So I don't know. That's why I hope they have like a robust sign system or labeling system. They were teasing it. Don't know what it will become, but I'm hoping it's something cool. And whatever it is, I'll adjust. I'm not like going to quit the game because I don't get the labels that I want. This is a temporary solution for my lack of compound. I don't have any small canisters on me. I had 2 on me on Glacio. Where did my other... I usually have one. One usually makes its way here. Oh, there's another smelter I can take over. I keep moving. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Yep, I was editing it earlier. I'm so sorry. Yep, my bad. I was editing it earlier, and I forgot to press the button to put it back where it belongs. There's a full canister. I'll take that one. Is there another full canister on here? I don't think so. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to leave the list up. It doesn't need to be up when I edit it, but I'd like to bring it up. I should probably put a timer on that. That's something I can do. In fact, let me do that. Let me add that to the task list. That'll be like my offline task list, but it is something that I should do. All right, cool. That'll remind me to do that. Because I can like bring a scene up. I could like have it pop up when I'm edited or when I'm talking about it, and then maybe it disappears automatically after 20 seconds or something like that. I can still be editing the list and talking about it, but it doesn't have to be big screen. Still setting up all these little tweaks. How you doing, Late Shift? Welcome back. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna grab some soil real quick just to get some plastic going while I set up the auto extractor on a compound, because I need a lot of compound to make my plastic. Let's just collect some soil from one of my soil holes. There we go. It does look like the symbol for Green Lantern. I have noticed that before. What am I doing? I'm wandering around, running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I am making some compound, and then I'm going to set up a compound extractor. Temperature's dropping fast everywhere, it seems. All right, I have an extra extractor on the rocket. I need to automate. This is a perfect time for me to transition into using the AND gates, because I am going to make an AND gate in my next episode. Probably not going to get to it tonight, but I might do it tomorrow. Let's grab the Beetle. Did I ever find it? Oh yes, it was parked by that cave entrance. I don't think I ever like claimed it. You know what? That's not a good idea, because I can't move the extra large extractor or the auto extractor with the Beetle. So let's just use the train. Let's summon Cole back, because I used him on Glacio. Have fun, Chris. Thanks for stopping in. Be sure to... Oh, you already followed me. I already thank you for that. Yep. Like I said, brain not braining today. I'm going to head out this way and see if I can come across a place that has compound that I can get on the ground, real nice and convenient like, and then use it as a reason to make an AND gate for my train, because I am excited to try something that I watched a video on. So that's the auto extractor. That is definitely not everything I need. Where do I have any more rail cars? Am I out of rail cars? Oh, there's one with a container on it. And a tall platform. We'll take that just in case I need a I won't, oh, what am I thinking? I won't need a tall platform because I'm looking for the surface. I need to take some power extenders. I don't need a winch. I'm not a winch, I'm your wife. There's some power extenders. I need to take a medium platform. Look at all the power extenders laying wasted there. I make them too often because I forget that I have them. Or I don't forget that I have them, I just have no idea where they are. Alright, I need to grab a resin while I'm walking over here. I sure hope I have some. I have 5. I'm going to take 1. I need an auto arm. That is an aluminum and a graphite. Let me load up my train though. Whoops. Go ahead and pick you up. Go get sorted. Go get sorted, you narrow mod. Alright, have a good one, Yellow Line. Thanks for stopping in. Nice meeting you. So much junk. So much junk. Let's take a rail post bundle. I don't need... let's start some more compound back up. That was what I wanted to do. No, I don't want to take a tall one. I want to take... Did I get my resin out? No, I got totally distracted. I didn't even pull the resin out. I did. It got sucked down in there. Okay. I might need to take a break here soon, because I'm starting to just totally forget simple things. Alright, let's take a medium platform. Medium platform, auto arm. Eventually, if I find a good spot, I'll need to put a rail station down. But let's go see if we can find some compound. I know that I can, because there's some like right there. Oh, there's a bunch right here. Alright, that's nice. That'd be nice if it's this close. 2 extenders is not going to be far enough, long enough. Okay, that's not great. That's worse. That's not any better. Alright, let's go back to that first one. Alright, so this is going to be my compound mining location. Alright, that looks okay. Not, like I said, not spectacular, but I've seen worse. Let's grab this stuff. I'm gonna go grab a junction and make a split here. I have a junction. Oh, why didn't I set that down? Why didn't I set that down? I need a rail post junction. I know I've got some. But I might have shredded them at some point. Ooh, that one? Nope, rail post, rail junction. Yep, knew I had one. 1 rail post bundle is plenty. Okay, let's do it back here. Move the train forward a little bit. And then stop it and remove this one. Okay, my backpack is full. Set the medium down. Now pull it in. Set up a junction. One of the items is not available in my order. One of my items is out of stock. Oh. They're out of my cream of potato soup. I was really looking forward to my cream of potato soup. Alright, now let's put you down on the ground and do a rail post bundle. Alright, I need a rail station. So let's go get that. And I also need a large storage and 4. I need resin. I need resin bad. I don't have enough resin. I need 4 medium storage. Oh, I only have 1 canister on me. Silly, silly me. I need that. I need my second cutie back. All right. I'm done with the rail post bundle. I might need the power extenders. I don't know yet. Let's make a rail station. Two titanium, 2 copper, and a quartz. There's the quartz. I need a copper and 2 titanium. Copper is right here. I don't even have enough room on my backpack to carry all this. Now I need 2 titanium. Right down here at the end, right here. 1 titanium, 2 titanium. Now let's make a rail station. There's the buttons that I need for automating the car, which I made to take to Glacio, but I decided to just have it load directly into a 400 nugget large canister, because that just seemed quicker. I need resin. I need 8 resin. I need 8 resin. So I'm going to... Sorry, power extenders, didn't mean to kick you like that. I'm going to turn you off and move you back over here for a second, because this is exactly what I made last time. No, not medium platform A's. It's the storage. Yeah, medium storage I want. Alright, so as soon as you make the resin, you will make those for me. Except you're making compound. Dang, dangity dang. Let's set this over here. It was set to automatically make compounds, so I need to go get more soil again. Sometimes. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, thank you, Jetpack. Apparently, I have broken into the cave down here. Someone was speculating and thought they saw some kind of soil extractor in the DLC tease video. Oh, I turned off the carbon. Is that my only soil centrifuge? Yes, it is. Alright, turn this off. Put it on resin. There we go. It's on resin, correct? Yes. Make me some resin. And then it should make... Yep. For the medium storage. Let's go put you on the train. Hello. Hello. There we go. Let's send a launch off while we're here. Turn those off. Launch it. That on. There we go. Cool. Now it's making my storage. We are, of course, out of compound, as expected. Come on, up, up, there we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, hoverboard. And the last one. Let's take this. Make sure it's on compound. Now you can automate again, because I'll be back once I get this automated compound thing going. I won't need you. Excuse me. It's funny, when I make the 4 of these things, I always think, how am I going to carry all 4 of them? When I can unpack one and put the other 3 on it. But I still need one more thing. And that is the large storage, which is 3 ceramic. Carbon, ceramic. 1. I don't even have room for 1. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, I'm feeling good. This is gonna work out nice. There's a lot of compound on Silva, so I can easily move that auto extractor around, but I will have a constant supply of compound, which I've been needing more and more of. And I'll do the same with resin next, but not during this episode, because I'm at 2 hours and 13. I try to go for 2.5 hours per session right now until I can get regular hours. I'd like to start doing like 3 hours daily in game, and then have some other time to do some recording and stuff. I've got some like tutorials and stuff that I've started on, and some shorts. I was really shocked at how many views shorts get. Shorts are like the thing, apparently. Excuse me. Oh man. I missed my turn because I was coughing. Go back. Alright, let's take good old Cole off because I think I'm done with him. Let's take this off. And let's place the rail over here. Let's flip it around the other way. And did I bring the auto arm stuff? Did I make an auto arm? I don't think I made an auto arm. I did not. I have a horrible brain. I won't lock that yet until I know it works. Set that there. Bring you over here. You off. Put you on. I know that I can carry more, but I like the way this looks. I can use silos, but the silos stick out so far, I think they look ugly. And I think that's cute. Alright, let's automate this mother by putting a storage sensor on the end. Set to go coming or going, empty or full, which means arrows facing both ways. Right there, and then I put the proximity button on top of it. And that should do it. But I need the audio extractor, which I have forgotten. Let's take that rail junction back with me. Let's bring, well, you know, Cole is still here, so why don't I just bring Cole? And then I'll fly back over because I'm done. I'll be done bringing stuff here. Cole off. That car off. I need 1 graphite and 1 aluminum. Graphite should be right down here. Yep. Starting to remember where they are. I wish this would. Now if I... Backpack full. Of course, I didn't even pick it up. That's so weird. Oh, maybe I have it facing the wrong way over there. Oh, there we go. That's why it was doing that. The output was always the opposite of where I was expecting it. It's because I had it turned around on there. One auto arm, please. Let's go ahead and get another 2 soil canisters going just to build up some plastic. Alright, let's grab my auto arm and we will hoverboard. over to the new location. Because it's not that far at all. Alright, now we have the auto arm. Yay. Let's place said auto arm. Place the green over here. Ah, jeez. I don't think that can reach it with all of that stuff there. Might be able to reach that one. Let's grab some organic to test this with. I need 2 organic. 1, 2. Let's put the 2 on the top. And let's turn on the auto arm. It can reach that one. And it can reach that one. Didn't really want to put it on the train, but whatever. Alright, we'll go ahead and let those go with the shipment. That's it. I want to overclock it. I have not made the stuff to overclock it. That's a proximity repeater. This is a full fault finder. No, it's not. That's an empty one. Fault finder. Alright, so now I need zinc and crystal, I think. I need 2. I need a button repeater and 2. What is it called? Delay repeater. I need a button repeater and a delay repeater. 2 delay repeaters. So I need 3 zinc. 3 zinc. So I just need 3 zinc and that's it. A button repeater is a zinc and a delay repeater is zinc. Yeah, I just need 3 zinc. I was very much overcomplicating that in my head. Zinc are down here at the end. This end right here. Zinc. 1, 2, 3. So I need 2 delay repeaters. 1, 2, and a button repeater. I'm starting to get efficient at building these little extractor overclockers. I was having trouble trying to remember if I put the larger number repeater on top or bottom, and then I remembered, and then I came up with the idea of thinking of it as a pyramid. The bigger one goes on the bottom, and it kind of tiers up to the smaller ones on top. So we set the first one to 5. We set the second one to 3. We set the smaller one on top of the bigger one. We move the button connects to the bottom. Let's move in closer for this. The button connects to the bottom. Eventually, somehow, some way, it finds a way. Life finds a way. Astroneer finds a way. Why does it do this sometimes? There we go. All right, and then once the button is connected to the bottom, you connect the top to the ground and then to the bottom. Somewhere, wherever it decides to connect. Wherever it gives me the light green light. Somewhere on the bottom. There we go. And then you create a branch from the ground to the extractor. And then you make sure the extractor is powered, which I often forget. Look at me remembering to power it up before this time. You get in there? Yeah. Oh, you were for a second. There we go. And then you hit the button And you have an overclocked extractor. Let's move this into position. First of all, let's set this up. This needs to stops disabled, and it will load stopped cars. And we will soon have compound being delivered on the regular to the base. But for now, I'm going to call it a stream. Let me go back to the base, because I am at 2 hours and 24 minutes, and I haven't eaten anything today yet, except a couple crackers. So I'm going to go grab a bite to eat. I will probably be back on later. I want to see, where is my controller? Reader dish dashboard. Where do I view my chat on the website? Stream Manager. That's where you do it. Now how... Like I said, I'm still getting used to all of this live stuff. Where do I see a list of who is all here? So confused. I'm 2 followers away from the Twitch set goal of 60. Okay, it looks like I'm the only one here. Even though that over there says there's 2 people here. There's 3 bots and me. So I guess I don't have anybody say bye to. Okay. If you were here for 1 minute or the whole... Ooh, look at this. The sun. Is that a sunrise? Yeah, the sunrise. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, get that off there. Take a screenshot. I missed it. I missed it with the rays coming through. All right. So if you're here for a minute or, God forbid, the whole 2 hours, 26 minutes and 16 seconds, thanks for stopping in. I'm humbled that you would spend time with me. Please like and subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Twitch. Until